I'm here. It's the real
Nice.
life version of me, not the dead version of me.
Not the dead version, no. And they pay a lot of money for the dead version these days, though. I would think. Uh,
I don't know. I don't know.
would you rather be on stage or in front of a camera? What do you prefer?
That's a great question. It's weird to say this because I've mostly been doing stuff on film recently, but I think I prefer the rush and the just like instant gratification of a audience in front of you being on stage. I grew up doing theater, and I don't know, for me nothing in life has compared to the feeling of running around backstage in the darkness with your friends putting on this show that happens in chronological order. When you're shooting a movie, everything is so out of order and it's hard to remember, what has happened. And I think that there's definitely aspects of both that I appreciate, because when you're doing when you're shooting a TV show or a movie, you're really at that place. If you're on a football field, you're on a football field. You have everything that would truly be there around you, and you don't have to cheat to the audience. Sometimes you have to cheat to camera, but that's like inches. But I think that there are things that I like about both. Sometimes I get really distracted when shooting a movie or a TV show because the camera's like really right in your face, and sometimes it's like a little intrusive, but I've grown to love it. I love it so much. I love both equally, but my passion is theater, I would say.
Well, I grew up in theater as well, and you're playing to the back of the house, in the theater. You're playing to the camera right here in television and film, and it's a different muscle completely.
Oh, totally. And that's, I think, coming from theater, going to film was really interesting for me because I was such a performative dude doing things so over the top, which oftentimes in theater is really entertaining and when it's not annoying, which I know I was often. But then I went to NYU for a year, and the best piece of advice I got was be interested, don't be interesting. I always tried to like be funny and make people laugh. And I found that what was way more important was listening to your scene partner, trying to A, understand what they're saying, and B, when you're saying something, just have them understand it, get it across to them. And it took me a long time to sort of get to that grounded place, and I'm still trying to get there. But yeah, it's definitely a weird adjustment. And it's been a long time since I've done theater. So I'm curious to see what it feels like to go back to that.
We need you back. But tell me a little bit about Wally.
I love Wally. I would be best friends with Wally if Wally was a real person. He has the most comfortable wardrobe I've ever had. He's such a kind-hearted, fun, loving person who embodies a puppy dog. And as an actor, I really try to immerse myself in the character, put myself in their shoes, and it's refreshing to be able to go to work and be somebody that's genuinely happy and not looking for problems, having a good time, which is often the case with the characters I play. But Wally is particularly positive. And
I think
yeah.
Stanislavski said, "Make sure nothing rides up." As far as your
Oh,
work,
so you're like a real thespian. I love it. I love it.
well, as long as he's got a comfortable costume, I think you're good.
Look, I'll say sometimes I had to put booty shorts over my joggers, and in that case, a lot of stuff was riding up. But we don't have to
Yeah.
go to those messy details. We can keep it nice and PG.
But he's a very interesting character. Is that he's so multi-layered.
Yeah, I think that as you watch the show more and more, and you spend more time with him, you figure that out. At first, he comes across very stereotypical 80s jock.
Yeah.
And then when you get to know him a little better and you get to explore what his life was before death, I think anybody can find a connection with Wally. And yeah, no, I think that's another amazing thing about doing a TV show rather than a movie is you get to spend a lot more time with the character. In a movie, you get, if they're in the whole movie, you get an hour and a half with them, 2 hours. But on this show, you have countless hours with Wally, and you get to see him grow and evolve a lot. And it's cool because I grew a lot as Milo alongside Wally as the experience went on. So that was a cool experience.
Milo, I'm getting the wrap, but I just have to say that there are two actresses that I adore with all my heart. One is Cherry Jones, and the other is your mom. Cameron Manheim. I just adore her. She is so good.
I adore her too, and I absolutely will let her know that you said that. Anybody that loves my mom, she loves you. So I can tell you very, very, assuredly that she loves you.
Thank you, my friend, and congratulations.
Thank you so much, Tony. Hope to see you soon.